Buenos tardes, Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye-up, bye-up. Orale, I wanted to touch and elaborate in a menudo style, in a direct fashion, and I'm going to say it with my chest, a little bit more on Boxer Enriquez. We know people have been talking about it. I talked about it myself these last couple days. He got granted parole. There's a lot of he said, she said going on. A lot of people are saying he's already out. Last I heard, if you look him up on the inmate locator, he's located in Ironwood, California, Ironwood Prison, or Spencer Ironwood Prison. But I know this not to be truth. I know that he's actually in movement, right? Is he out? Has his feet hit the ground running yet? Has he touched concrete? I can't call it like an alcoholic. I don't think anybody can. For people that are saying he's out on the streets already, Sawski, you act like you're holding his hand or you're a cucaracha on the fucking cell wall and you know what time it is. Nobody knows. This guy being relocated into the witness protection program, they're going to swoop him up in the middle of the night. They're going to do it con un pinche mask. Bam, let's go. Vámonos, puto. But I didn't even get my canteen. Fuck your canteen. Let's go, right? And the menudo stand in direct. And the Gunners Collective, bang, bang, bitch, right? And then they're gone. That's how it's going to be. They're going to move him indubitably, in the cover of night. And he's going to be sent from place to place, place to place. Now, he's a free man. There's no doubt about it. There's a lot of people that are saying, hey, you condone him being free. I condone all raza being free, man. I don't give a fuck what they've done in their life unless they've done weird shit to kids or women and things of that nature. Well, that's gay. Leave them where you left them, right? But when it comes to someone, what he's done in his life, like I said, he'll face his inner demons. He'll go through his motions. That's on him, man. I'm not the one to judge him and to say he said, she said, and to say that's not me. That's I say it with my chest. I say I don't, like Wes Watson says it, going on pinche palo on his ass. I say it like that. I don't do that bullshit and conform to what people want me to say, man. I just speak my mind. I'm on my grind all the time. That's just what it is, right? Now, what I will say about boxers is I'm sure he's a changed man. Am I saying change in the ways of that he's still not fucking doing black and things like that? I don't know. But I know he's changed. He's not the guy he once was. That's definitely. He now conforms to helping law enforcement against his old camaradas, his old people. So yes, he's changed in that aspect. Has he changed for the better or for the worse? So if you're on the streets and you're in the gangbang mentality, so can he change for the worse? But if you're in that fucking mentality of law enforcement, then of course they're gonna take every adversary and all the help that they can get. So yes, he's changed for the better, they say, right? I say, who cares? I say this is just another grown man who once was and now is not, right? And that's just the way it's going to be. But a lot of people are steady talking about him. So I had to put my 2 cents in. I'm going to put a clip in this fucking video that shows Boxer saying in his own words why he did what he did, why he defected, why he continues to work with law enforcement. Because I felt that it's necessary for people to understand exactly what's going through the mentality of an individual like this. Now, he's a very smart, charismatic individual that could be playing the whole system to get what he wants, which is ultimately freedom. He's got that, right? Is he actually in fucking person on the ground touching toes? Charlie, I can't call it like an alcoholic. I don't think so. I think he'll be let out sometime this week. But I could be totally wrong. So don't listen to everything I say. Just do as I do. Alright, knowledge you can't get in college. Or something like that. Anyways, in a menudo style in a direct fashion, I'm going to put this clip at the end of this video. I just kind of wanted to elaborate on that. People keep asking me, hey, Gun, you talk about, hey, he should be out. You condone that rat and shit. You condone that. Listen, that's his business. I don't give a fuck what he did. Okay? I understand and I care about the people that it affected. Absolutely, Holmes. And I also care about his victims' families that he affected, right? But if that man is a changed man, if that man wants to fucking go out there and do something better and something greater in his life that could possibly help other people, why not? Ask yourself, why not? Well, he's a piece of shit, Gun. You don't deserve nada. Well, you tell him that and see how that fucking reaction works out for you. Yeah, I'll hold, right? My popcorn's ready. I'm not the man to tell him anything because I don't know that individual like that. I haven't been around him like that. I remember one time in passing in Corco, he was in the shoe while I was in Corcoran prison. So I know the wiggle was real. But at the same time, man, I respect a man for being a man. If they change their lives and they want to move on in life, so on and so forth, man. If he continues to help people, prosecute people and to hinder people's get down, well, I don't condone that. I never have and I never will. Spence on la tira. That's just not my get down. But again, it's none of my business, so I can't speak on it. But what I will say is this clip that I'm going to post up right here at the end of this video is definitely going to give you guys knowledge that you can't get in college. Now, we've all heard his story. We all know Boxer Enriquez get down. We all know what he once was. We all know that he was a merciless, treacherous, dangerous individual at one point in time. And what made him even worse was that he had a smart mind. His intelligence level was through the roof, right? So I did a video yesterday talking about when he fucking joined Menudo Mundo in a fucking podcast. And I doubled down on it and say it could possibly happen. I don't see it happening. I don't think the Vato thinks he's Howard Stern. I think the Vato thinks he needs to stay out the way, right? Now, he's of understanding and he's a very narcissistic person from what I've heard from guys who actually did time with them. And he just might want to put his fucking opinion out there. I do know that there's movies in the works. I do know that there's books definitely in the works. He's doing a whole lot of shit. He's making his money. Okay, but this is a guy with an intelligence and an IQ that knows how to get that. He's been getting that. He's going to continue to get that. You know, people are criminals of mind, right? They fucking know how to work the system and do it without breaking their back, Jack, right? And that's just what it is. By the sweat of my balls. Orale! And in that fashion, anyways, I just wanted to put out there that people are asking, hey, is Boxer out? Is he out? Is he out? Did he get out? Did he get out? I don't know. I'm thinking no. Anyone of my intelligence level, the wind's blowing. I got a little bit, right? I've done a lot of time. I've done an extensive amount of time over the 19 years in my career. And I will say that in all that time, anyone that I've seen get paroled, it wasn't like you get out the very fucking same day when you're granted parole. It's usually a week later or a few days later. There's a lot of shit they have to go through. Now, this guy is being moved into the witness protection program. So they have to establish a home. They have to establish a job. They have to establish fucking people to watch them around the clock. This is a very notorious individual, man. Someone of high notoriety that will be watched. Just like Sammy the Bullshit, right? When they watched Sammy the Bull Gravano, of course, he got back into the game. And, you know, when Michael Thompson got out, he got back into the game. So these vatos like to get into the game. They like Monopoly. They want to pass go and collect that $200, right? And that's just what it is. But guess what? In that corner on the left-hand side, it says go to jail. Do not pass go, bitch, right? And that's what usually happens if you still want to live that criminal lifestyle. We cannot speak on this man and say what he's going to do because nobody actually knows. You know, and a lot of people are saying he said, she said, and speaking on his truths and speaking on his fucking lies, man. When it's all said and done, we will find out exactly what this guy is all about by his own actions. And that's a fact, Jack. So listen to the gun here when I say it with your chest. Be more man than him, Boxer. Be more man, right? Again, I'm going to drop this clip right now. I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, I just needed to touch on a few questions people are asking me. So I was scared. Lately, they've been asking me a whole lot like I'm the fucking god of YouTube. I'm not. I'm a brown man that's broke as a joke. So I was scared. Fuck with me, man. Fuck with me. All right? Straight up. And that's it, man. But I know my opinion matters to some. And to those people, I say I'm grateful and it's highly appreciated. Let's roll with the clip. The gun, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm gonna continue to do what I does. That's it, because I do what I does. Bang, bang. Hey, Wes Watson, Q-Ball, tell your lady I say, she could call me on the Slenders.
Rene Enriquez has spent more than half of his life behind bars.
I can never rid myself of who I was. But it's not who I am now.
Serving 2 life sentences, this made Mexican mafia member nicknamed Boxer has led a life of crime, responsible for at least a dozen murders and running a criminal enterprise from behind bars.
Being at the top is an awesome responsibility, but it's also an awesome amount of power. And again, that is intoxicating. To walk down a corridor and have people giving you salutations, go to a prison and they know you immediately, even though you've never met them.
Enriquez could have made other choices. He grew up in a middle-class neighborhood with an entrepreneurial father.
It's very difficult. I feel that I disappointed him and my mother. He had such aspirations for me. Even when I was in prison, he would encourage me. Leave, son. It's not too long. It's not too late to change.
He now tries to remove the labels, especially the telltale black hand that marks his membership in the Mexican mafia. He renounces his membership, a choice that comes with a death sentence.
Well, my concept of the organization was skewed. I thought it was silk suits, limousines, hot chicks, all the money in the world. There was none of that when I got in the organization. It was infighting, deception.
He works with the people he once warred against, the FBI and police officers.
So I have a lot of regrets. I think the hardest part is that I wasted my whole life I've lost decades.
As part of the operation In the Hat, Enriquez's testimony against mafia members helped to put about 36 of them in prison.
I'm at peace with myself as an individual, as a man. And I'm in the process of making amends.
Enriquez also helps investigators decipher messages the Mexican mafia members are sending from prison to call hits on people and move drugs. The mafia member only helped authorities, though, after he feared his best friend was ordered to kill him.
I knew that my mob career was spinning out of control. There was nothing I could do about it. All my allies had gotten indicted a few years before and went to federal prison. And I was among adversaries.
Working with the authorities is buying Enriquez numerous perks he could not get in prison with the mafia: protection, time out of solitary, and time out of the joint. He admits he hopes the training he does with investigators will buy him freedom. At least he hopes others will learn from his mistakes.
Your family will die. Your brothers and sisters will die. Your parents will die. And you won't be there with them. And it's all for something you don't even own. A street, a territory, a gang, the barrio. You don't own it. You're killing for it and you're dying for it.